Okay, good day guys. Mike here. Just kind of a, it's a project update. Kind of show all my friends where I'm at with different projects. Got some e-bike battery experimenting kind of going on there. Scrap iron and stuff. Gathering up the all the smelting supplies, all the, here we got some portable tanks and some sawdust, some tools, soft lead, bullets that are going to get recast, and some things I made up to do some actual fishing weights. More bins and containers and spoons and stuff right here. This has a towel in it. My cornbread pans for the harder lead. Zinc. It's a pretty typical amount of zinc for a couple of buckets of lead. Anyway, I filled up all the little pots that I was using last year. Right here and there. And I also filled up this Dutch oven. It's completely filled. I didn't want to fill it too much though, because it'll be too heavy to carry. And then I have this bucket here. I've already sorted this bucket once, but I'm amazed at how much I missed. So I've been going through one wheel weight at a time, checking every one of them. Probably about 1 in 10 has ended up being zinc, and probably about, I guess, 1 in 20, 25 or so have ended up being iron that I missed. So that's kind of coming along, slow but sure. I'm probably going to do the smelt in a couple, 2 or 3 weeks, and then maybe next year we'll move up to the bench and I'll show you a couple projects up there I've been working on. It's turned out to be another really spectacularly nice day here today on the west coast. This is the view looking down the hill towards the ocean front. All those will be blackberries later in the summer. Okay, let's check out the bench. Okay, we're back at the bench. More project updates. That's all the video here is about, really. Anyway, you might recall these two shotguns that I use quite a bit. 14-inch barreled SBS laser arms, Turkish made single shot, that I use for my sub-caliber adapters for testing. Anyway, originally I had this red dot installed on it, and I really kind of liked the red dot because I only shoot this thing at close range, but Uncle Jim did a video where he put a scope on a lever action, and that reminded me that I had a scope put aside specifically for shotguns, and I decided to swap it out and maybe give it a try, since I only use this thing with slugs or buckshot now. Anyway, it's a Lyman All-American Permacenter 2.5 power scope, which is perfect for me for shooting at 25 yards at the range. Anyway, so I put that scope on there as a kind of a side project, but as a result of that I had to get myself one of these hammer extensions, because there's no way I could reach in there and grab the hammer. And then I had to do a bit of work on the extension with a Dremel tool, because it kept hitting the back of the stock and it wouldn't cock the gun. But we're gonna try this out next time I get to the range, maybe this weekend. Canada's calling for its worst fire season ever. So, and then the 870, I wouldn't really call it a project, I guess, but it's kind of complete now. I did get an end cap with a sling swivel stud on it, and then I made the sling according to the type of sling that I like. And then I put a stud in the stock at the back end for the quick detach swivel. So that project is kind of finished now. It turned out really good. I'm kind of happy. I'm really happy with that shotgun. Anyway, and then as far as loading goes, I've been really giving her. I've got a whole bag. No, here, let's do this first. Sorry about this freehanding it, but this is 38 short Colt loaded with 66 grain round ball, taper crimped with the 9mm die. I have 38 short Colt dies, but they're really difficult to use. Anyway, I got a bunch of 38 short Colt to test out in the adapter. And the reason I went with the 38 short Colt is because I need as much bullet movement as I can get to accelerate these things, fast enough that, that they'll stabilize. I won't really be able to tell that with the round ball, but they're there for testing. Next up, I've got a bag of, it's not going to show up very well, but 223. Looks like I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 different loads in there, all bagged up for testing. Some of them are cast bullets that I made. Actually, most of this bag is cast bullets made with stick-on wheel weights. So we got that. I've got another bag here. 62 grain cast bullets that I made out of the NOE mold, the brass one. So we're going to try out some of them. So I got that for the range. I want to chronograph all this stuff next time I go to the range. So more 223. Okay, this is number 4 buckshot, sized for 223, and I probably have 4 or 5 different loads in there to test. I'm not going to get to do these all in one shot, and then this one, this bag is it's kind of like 22 Magnum power level, which is where I had my my absolute best grouping, like 5 bullets touching each other at 25 yards, which is really good for me. So that's all the, oh wait, there's more. 223, I made myself up some plinking stuff that I know works really well. And that's just for fun for me to shoot at pop cans and stuff. Next up, we've got 243 to test in my Remington Model 7. Let's see, 100 grain cast lead. These are ones that I made last summer. Anyway, there's probably 4 or 5 different loads in there to test. 60 grain cast lead. They were hand cut with a hacksaw to make them a bit lighter. And let's see what else here. We've got 75 grain, also hand cut, cast lead. Okay, these ones are 33 caliber buckshot that's been sized and powder coated to 244, which I'm gonna shoot in the 243, of course. So we got a whack here. We got a 223, 243. I've got another whole bag. I did some horse trading. I got 160 cases for the 303, so now I've got 200. So there's probably 4 or 5, or I don't know, maybe even more 303 loads, either bullets I cast or buckshot or something I'm experimenting with. And then we have a bunch of 30-06. Looks like we've got buckshot loads in there. 71 grain Cam Pro, full copper plate. Got some loads there to test. And finally, I've got one more bag here with probably another 6 or 8 different loads. Cast Lee 309 100 grain soft lead to experiment with. So the projects keep coming along. You know, you can't really, you know, put everything forth in your videos, you know, when you're filming stuff. I have other stuff on the sideline. I have some 243 all prepped and ready to go. To these ones I want to load some zinc in, and these ones, well, these are for dummies. So, but I don't want to get too ahead of myself. I want to test this stuff that I've already loaded, because there's probably, I don't know, there's got to be 300 or 400 rounds of ammo here at least. And then finally, I've decided that since our laws have changed so much, and I'm kind of stuck with my my Norinco 45 Auto, I dug out a bunch of primers that I need for the project, a little bit of loaded ammo, and then the rest is, this is all 45 brass that I've collected at the range, you know, and cleaned. I haven't done any prep work on it yet though, so I think I'm going to prep all this brass. I'm going to size it all, get it all ready for loading, and maybe do a bit of experimenting with the 45 Auto, since I'm kind of stuck with it. I'm not really a handgun guy, but anyway, that's just kind of an update on some projects I've been working on and things you might see in the future. Have a great day, everybody. Mike out.